It worries me when we see people with cameras and stuff, because there's a lot of police activity down here.
Or change before I. Eating food in a public space.
Sorry?
I'm eating food in a public space.
Giving food?
I'm eating.
I meant with your pod.
Taking a video of me eating food in a public space.
Okay, because we've had a lot of stuff going on in the street.
Okay.
It worries me when we see people with cameras and stuff, because there's a lot of police activity down here.
Okay, well I live here, so.
Oh, that's okay, and we do, I know that.
Oh, okay.
I know that. But it's sort of like the CCTV cameras up and everything, and I just wondered if everything was okay.
Oh, everything's completely fine.
Right,
Thank you for checking, though. You have a good morning. She says she know I live here. She ain't never seen me a day in her life. She lying.
Hello everyone, I hope you are all fine. Welcome to Black White Commentary. I am your host Brian, and in today's episode we are going to speak about how racism is connected with picnics around black people. And from the videos, you realize that the video depicts a social interaction that many viewers identify as example of casual racism or racial bias surveillance. You realize that in the video, a black man is enjoying picnic alone in public park. He is filming himself using a tripod stand, and therefore he is also with a tripod stand while he eats. Therefore, an older white woman approaches him from a distance and questions his presence. You realize that there is a little of confrontation where she asks what he is doing, specifically questioning his tripod. Therefore, she claims she is worried because there has been a lot of police activity and stuff going on in the streets. But you realize that the man remains calm, explains he's just eating and filming himself, and mentions he lives in the area. The woman eventually leaves, claiming she knows he lives there and was just checking everything, if everything was fine. See the irony? She was just checking if everything was fine. You realize that once she walks away, the man looks at the camera and notes the irony, and therefore she claimed to know he lived there, yet she had never seen him before, highlighting that her check-in was likely based on suspicion rather than neighbor concerns. Here is how racism is connected. You realize that while the woman tone is polite, the interaction is rooted in systemic issues, often discussed under the hashtag living while black. Issues often discussed under the hashtag living while black. There is gatekeeping in public space. This occurs when members of a dominant group feel entitled to police or monitor the behavior of people of color. This happens when dominant people in a society feel entitled to police or monitor the behavior of people in color in a shared space, even when no laws are being broken. There is also presumptions of guilt, where the woman associates the man's presence in his camera while police activity and trouble, suggesting a subconscious bias where black man in a park viewed as potential threat rather than a resident enjoying hobby. Realize that there is also the aspect of microaggression. The woman's claim that she wonders if everything is okay is a common microaggression. It frames surveillance as care, which forces the person of color to defend their rights to exist in that space. Therefore, there is need also for us to have recommendations after such incidents, and realize that we need to keep on filming, especially if we are content creators. Realize that, as seen in this video, having a record of interaction provides protection and evidence of the encounters. Always remain calm. The de-escalation is the safest route. Like the man in the video, stating facts clearly, I am eating lunch, often highlights the absurdity of the questioning. Always check your bias. Before approaching someone, ask what they are doing. Ask yourself, will I be asking this if the person were different race? The answer is no. Stay seated. Always mind your business in public spaces. This is because in public parks, people are allowed to sit, eat, and film themselves unless there is an immediate clear danger to life. There is rarely a need to investigate a fellow citizen. Always stay educated because read up on the history of redeeming and sundown towns, which historically weaponized neighborhoods, neighborhood watch mentalities to exclude black people from certain areas. Also, understanding this history helps explain why innocent questions can feel like threat to those being questioned. And therefore, there's need for us to end racial profiling. And also, there is need for us to stop biasness when it comes to people of color, especially the black community. Therefore, I believe that this content was helpful to you because I have come up with even with the recommendations from the video. And therefore, always stay tuned to this channel so that we can keep on exposing such events. Therefore, you can click the like button, subscription button, and also put your comments in the comment section. Thank you. Until we meet next time.